Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of science with some fun and easy experiments you can do right at home. You know, science isn't just something you do in a fancy laboratory with bubbling beakers and test tubes, it's all around us. We're going to explore the amazing reactions of everyday ingredients and objects and learn a little bit about the why behind the wow. Get ready to unleash your inner scientist because things are about to get seriously cool and messy. So put on your thinking caps, grab your safety goggles, better safe than sorry, and let's get started on these awesome experiments. Alright science fans, let's build a volcano. Don't worry, we don't need molten lava for this eruption, just some common household ingredients. First, let's talk about our star players, baking soda and vinegar. Baking soda is a base, while vinegar is an acid. Now, when acids and bases mix, they react and create something new. In this case, they produce carbon dioxide gas, the same gas that makes soda fizzy. Ready for the eruption? Okay, grab your container and let's build our volcano around it. You can use clay, Play-Doh, or even just build a sandcastle shape around it. Get creative. Now pour in a good amount of baking soda. The more, the bigger the eruption. Add a squirt of dish soap. That'll make our lava extra bubbly. A few drops of red food coloring will give it that classic lava look. Now for the moment of truth. In a separate container, mix some vinegar with a bit of water. Pour it into your volcano, stand back and whoosh! See that foamy eruption? That's the power of chemistry. The carbon dioxide gas created by the baking soda and vinegar reaction makes all those bubbles, just like in a real volcano. Lava lamps are like tiny windows into another world, with their mesmerizing blobs slowly dancing around. And guess what? We can make our own. This experiment teaches us about density, how tightly packed together something is. Our main ingredients are oil and water. Now, have you ever noticed that oil and water don't really like to mix? That's because oil is less dense than water. Think of it like this. Oil is like a bunch of ping pong balls and water is like a bunch of marbles. They just can't seem to get cozy together. Fill your bottle most of the way with vegetable oil. Now pour water into the bottle, leaving some space at the top. What happens? The water sinks to the bottom. See? Density. Now add a few drops of food coloring, any color you like. The food coloring will mix with the water, making our lava even more vibrant. And now for the final touch. Break an effervescent tablet into a few pieces and drop them in the bottle. Get ready for some groovy lava action. The tablet releases tiny bubbles of carbon dioxide gas. Remember that from our volcano? These bubbles attach themselves to the colored water blobs and make them rise just like a real lava lamp. Ever wanted to write a secret message that only your friends could read? Well, get ready for some serious spy skills because we're about to make invisible ink. Our magic ingredient? Plain old lemon juice. Lemon juice contains carbon compounds that are colorless at room temperature. But when heated, a chemical reaction occurs, and these compounds break down and oxidize. Oxidation is what happens when something reacts with oxygen in the air. Think about a sliced apple turning brown. That's oxidation, and in our case, oxidation reveals our secret message. Squeeze some lemon juice into a dish, dip a cotton swab into the juice and write your message on a piece of white paper. Let it dry completely. It'll look like nothing's there. Sneaky, right? Now for the big reveal. Carefully hold your paper near a heat source. A light bulb or even a warm iron will do the trick. Watch closely as your message magically appears. The heat speeds up the oxidation process, causing the carbon compounds in the lemon juice to turn brown, revealing your hidden message. You're a regular secret agent now. Ever get shocked after walking across a carpet and touching a doorknob? That's static electricity at work. Everything around us, even our own bodies, is made up of tiny particles called atoms. Atoms have even tinier particles called protons, electrons, and neutrons. Protons have a positive charge, electrons have a negative charge, and neutrons have no charge. Usually atoms have an equal number of protons and electrons, so their charges balance out. But sometimes electrons can jump from one object to another, like when you rub a balloon on your hair. This creates an imbalance of charges leading to, you guessed it, static electricity. Take your inflated balloon and rub it vigorously on your hair. The longer and drier your hair, the better. What happens? Your hair might even stand on end. That's because the balloon is stealing electrons from your hair, giving it a negative charge. Your hair, now missing those electrons, becomes positively charged. And remember, opposites attract. Now hold your charged balloon near some small pieces of paper or even a thin stream of water from the faucet. Watch what happens. The objects are attracted to the balloon like magic. That's the static electricity pulling them in. You can even stick the balloon to a wall. It's like it has superpowers. Get ready for the grand finale, the Mentos and soda fountain. This experiment is a classic for a reason. It's explosive, messy, and teaches us about the power of nucleation sites. Nucleation sites are basically tiny nooks and crannies on a surface. Mentos, believe it or not, have tons of these tiny pits all over their surface. And when it comes to soda, these pits are like little launching pads for carbon dioxide gas. Remember that carbon dioxide is what makes soda fizzy. And when you drop Mentos into soda, something amazing happens. For this experiment, diet soda works best. Carefully open your bottle of soda. We don't want any premature eruptions. Now grab your roll of Mentos and get ready for some action. The moment the Mentos hit the soda, they provide countless nucleation sites for the carbon dioxide gas to escape. The gas bubbles form rapidly on the Mentos's rough surface, creating pressure that builds up inside the bottle. And boom! The pressure releases in a spectacular geyser of soda. The force of the escaping gas pushes the liquid out with it, creating a fountain that can reach incredible heights. Thanks for watching. I hope you had a blast exploring the wonders of science with these awesome experiments. Remember, science is everywhere, and it's all about asking questions, trying things out, and having fun. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting science experiments you can try at home. Keep those thinking caps on, and never stop exploring the world around you. See you next time.